Welcome back for another prototype unboxing, and today I'm opening the box of The Great Harbor, a game coming to crowdfunding from Arcona Games, published by Matteo, designed by Matteo De Nardis, as the designer behind the Magna Roma. It's a game, The Great Harbor, that falls under the category of ancient pirate-themed games with main mechanisms used of worker placement with dice workers. We love those. Variable player powers. It has modular board, multi-use cards, action drafting, and dice rolling. The game sets the players, as you can see, in the ancient era with the Great Harbor. You build your Roman colony in the Mediterranean and trade and engage with the Great Harbor of Carthage. Construct mighty trading ships and trade with the cities among the Mediterranean and fight the Cilician pirates in this dice drafting worker placement game. So in the Great Harbor you play as a powerful Roman governor of a Mediterranean colony. The game is played over multiple rounds where players will draft dice from a common dice pool and will use those dice as workers to place them on the tiles of the Great Harbor to play the corresponding actions. In order to place a die on a certain slot, the die must match the color of the slot of the die. The die power, ranging from 1 to 6, which is the pips of the value they have, will determine the strength of your action on that tile. Once someone places a die on a slot, that slot is taken and no other dice may be placed there until the end of the round. The actions can be played include things like gaining resources that are important for shipbuilding, scheduling workers to work on building the ships, increasing your colony capacity to dock different vessels, and population, sending to your ships to trade along the Mediterranean and be on the lookout for pirates. The game ends after 6 rounds, after which the victory points from the constructed ships, buildings, Senate influence and objectives are calculated, and the player with the most points is the winner of the game and proclaimed the most powerful governor of the Mediterranean. So this game is coming to crowdfunding. It takes around 45 to 120 minutes, ages 13 and up. Let's dive into the components of the advanced prototype. I really love the previous game of this designer. I always love games coming from Arcona Games. So again, keep in mind that this is a prototype. Okay, it looks great, but it's still a prototype. And we're going to focus on the components. We're going to follow with additional content on how to play the game and a review of the actual game after I had a couple of sessions with it, and then come back with final impressions. So let's see what we find inside the prototype. Over the last years, the prototypes coming from Arcona Games are absolutely amazing. They're almost like finished games in terms of production. So let's see what we have. There are various board pieces. So most probably I'm going to put together the main board. Okay, I don't know if it's going to be like that in the final section of production of the game, but it looks nice because it keeps the box compact. I really like when companies do that. No, that's the other way around. It should be like that. Yeah, because you see this also resembles the look of the Great Harbor, which had this long passage in the circular area here. So if you pay closer attention, you'll see the art on the background. You have slots on other sides. Okay, actually this should be like that to be more accurate, as you see the numbers pointing toward us. We have slots and we have spaces for the harbor tiles. Okay, these are the player boards. Let me just drop a few there. Let me show you one up close. It's from linen finish cardstock, as always, great quality. It has various aspects and things to focus on, and slots to house people, or the docks here to bring your vessels after you craft them. So nice and compact. Okay, this must be the different aspects: military, commerce, innovation and politics, the influence with the Senate. Okay, at the moment there is no solo announced for the game. I hope typically and usually they also develop solos for the games, and I'm looking forward that this one may have a solo too. I love actually if it has a solo. So this is the Mediterranean Sea, and when you sail out from the Great Harbor, you move across the sections trying to make trades with the cities and then come back. Okay, so great quality cardboard stock, I should say. So far, we have 2 pouches for the dice, I suppose. Yep. Then we have a ton of components, cards, tokens. And let's take them one by one. So first of all, we have nice chunky dice which are going to be drafted from the players each turn to be used on placement on the different spots of the harbor. Speaking of spaces to place your dice, and I have a quick scan of the rules, and this game looks really interesting. So you only need to match one of the 2 colors coming next to each other from the while you place your dice, and then you can take any number of actions. Look at the art here, very nice. Okay, so we have the forum, and again modularity will come about how you connect those. We have the shipyard, we have the colonist office, and as they connect they create slots for dice to get into after placement. We have the sail maker, nice linen finish cardstock once again. We have people, architect's office, carpentry, and blacksmith avenue. Again, these are going to go into all these slots and populate all these sections. There should be one more. Maybe I'm missing something. Yep. Okay. So these are linen finish player aids. So you have the round order, the roll and draft phase, then play dice and take actions phase, then the voyage phase, and then the end of turn steps and the end of the round steps. And here is a reminder of the different coin use, favored token use, damage, repair cost, save stats, and some basic rules as a reminder. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so these are cities. I assume that they go these are a ratio for the different dice. Okay, there are some pips, some small tokens with pips on dice here. I'm missing the setup at the moment. I'm going to get this one and then start playing the game immediately to get a deeper understanding. So another punch board with coins. Then we have resources. Just get everything out. We have these scroll tiles. And then we have these resources. I like dice drafting, I like worker placement, I really like engine building games, and this one promises to bring all those in harmony, so very much looking forward to try this one. Great quality prototype. This is always standard with Arcona games. Okay, so some more tokens there. Next we have some victory point tokens, denominations of 1, 3 and 5. Don't know if this is for, suppose it's maybe for gaining sometimes victory points within the course of the game perhaps, rather than just at the end where you tally everything, but I need to check again to be sure. Okay, then we have the docks, and this seems like a nice token because you need to have docks to play your ship cards, and you need to have, and then you take the corresponding ship meeple that you add there. So once you have, maybe now it's not easy to show, but once you have the your cards, then you place your docks there, and then you will place your card there. It's a nice interesting combination of things, showing preparedness and then being able to get your cards on your player board. So seems interesting. We'll see. Some additional scroll tokens, or how they are called. And then we have these tokens here for tracking, I suppose, resources in terms of wood, metal, sails and rope. We're ship builders, by the way, so that means that we need these things in order to create our vessels in our shipyards. Right, so then we have some people tokens, or I don't remember how these are called. Okay, nice art, nice illustrations. And the last are these tokens here, with different resources printed on the fields there. Right, then we have a ton of wooden components, so let's see them. First of all, we have workers. Then we have our vessels, and these are really nice custom meeples, which they look like that. Okay, nice. And then there are some additional custom wooden tokens. So let's put those here. And then again in the player colors we have some buildings, and then some cubes, most probably for the Senate, I would imagine. Tracking how we do on these tracks here. And last but not least we have these ones over here as well. Again, I'm missing the components, so I don't remember what's what, so I need to get this clarified, and then I'm going to start playing. So this counts the rounds of the game. Yep. And then we have also these. These are wooden, and they look like player colored docks over here. Okay, nice. We'll see how these are used. We have some stickers, and last but not least we have a variety of cards. So let's see those quickly. Okay, so lots of different cards. So first of all, again, keep in mind that this is a prototype, so maybe the art is missing some of the cards. Let's see together. So nice art on the back. These are pirate cards. So you could have clear waters, or you could have pirates attacking. This comes into effect into the pirate phase, where players that have their advanced in the Mediterranean Sea trying to do trade, they may need to face all of them with their strength, with their ships, the strength of the pirates, and trying to win over. Okay. Then we have, okay, that's nice, some consultants. So we have the consul, the speculator, the explorer, the investor, the tribune, the architect, the engineer, the trader, courser, praetor, and the magistrate. So these are different people who contribute there. And then we have some additional, okay, these are ships that we're going to build. These are leader cards. Okay. Okay. And then we have, these are the buildings and the additional, these are more, okay. Yeah, so we have the captain, the architect, maybe here we need the navigator, the schemer, the admiral, the engineer, and so on. Okay, lots and lots of people's cards that they do different things. Let's see the buildings, quite a few. So we have wooden pier, workshop, naval engineer's hut, port crane, smithy, barracks, harbor, market square, lighthouse, armory, curia, aqueduct, therme, castrum, governor's villa, taverna, Odeon, arsenal, Parthenon, etc. So lots and lots of buildings there. And the last thing I want to show you are the worship builders by the way. So there are ships. So we have Mars, Minerva, Jupiter, Concordia, and so on. Here are the stats. Here's the building materials that you need, I suppose. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so there are your cards, and here where the dice go when you do the dice drafting, and so on and so on. So just put a few there. You can also imagine how this is going. So there you have it. This is a great harbor. Very much looking to try this one out. I have high expectations of the game. The promise of dice placement, worker placement, engine building, and resource management, it's very, very interesting. I really wish this game has a solo. Maybe we're lucky. We'll have to follow the campaign. I'm going to add a link in the description of the video with the campaign Kickstarter campaign page where you can follow up, and we're going to come back with more content and how to play / review after I had a couple of sessions with the game. So many thanks for watching.